Hello and welcome. So, show of hands, how many out there have actually purchased a watch from AliExpress? Anyone? Anybody at all? Bueller? Anybody? You know you have, if you have. They actually make some pretty good watches, right? You have companies like Steeldive, you have companies like Martin, Pagani Design, just to name a few. So they do make some pretty good watches, and they do have some pretty good sales on AliExpress. Well, right now is the summer sale that's going on AliExpress, and you can get some really good deals on some of these watches. So I've put together 5 watches that I think are a really good value and that are really good watches to take a look at. Now, I've put the links in the description below if you'd like to pick up one of these watches during this sale. Now, the sale is running right now, and it ends June the 24th at midnight Pacific time. So, if you think you'd like something, why don't you go down and take a look at these watches right now and pick one up for yourself. But before you do, let's actually take a look at the watches that are on sale that I've picked that I think you're gonna like. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So first watch up is going to be the Martin SN0129-GC. Wow, that is the most unoriginal name I think I've ever heard for a watch at all. I mean, the watch itself is really great looking, and it looks like they've put a whole lot of time and effort into the development and the design of the watch, and then they just kind of fall short with the name. And it's not just them, it's pretty much everybody. Anyway, I could just go on forever and ever with this, but let's get back to the watch, okay? So, what are we looking at with this watch right now? Okay, so here's what we got. The watch itself is coming in at $225.09 on the AliExpress sale. What are you getting? You're getting a 39mm case, 13mm thickness, 47mm lug to lug, so it's a good size, sapphire crystal with AR undercoating, and 100 meters of water resistance. And you are getting the Seiko NH35. So really good, rock solid, standard, awesome movement. Stainless steel oyster bracelet and clasp, and you do get a micro adjust, and there is lume on hands and the indices, which looks to be about a BGW9. Now, honestly, I really think this watch looks really great. I mean, I love the way the dial is carved, is made. It just looks beautiful. It comes in 3 different colors. You have kind of a creamy tan color. You have this kind of a brown, kind of a sunbursty color, and then you have this other red that kind of goes into a darker red. Now, I really like that red color. Now, I don't personally own a San Martin, but San Martins in general are just always really good watches from everything I've heard. So you may want to go ahead and check one of these out and pick one of these up if you'd like to. These are a really good deal. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the next watch. All right, so next up on the list we have is from Pagani Design. This is the PD1785. Now, this is coming in at $103.99. And for that $103.99, you're getting quite a bit of watch for this amount of money. Now, you'll notice it kind of gives off a bit of an explorer vibe, which I really do like. I like that. And I think it looks just really well done. And I think the dial design is just super nice and super crisp. So let's go over some of the specs real quick and get on with this. So you are looking at a 37mm case with a 12mm thickness. That's pretty good for a watch like that. You have 44mm lug to lug and a 20mm lug width. Now, sapphire crystal, just the same as the San Martin. But in this case, now you're getting 200 meters of water resistance versus 100. So, you know, there's that. And it is still powered by the Seiko NH35. Now, again, stainless steel bracelet, oyster style. The clasp is really nice on these. This is typically a stainless steel clasp on these. But really overall, the dial design is just really crisp, and I just really like the way that you have those kind of triangle pointed indices. And then at the 3, 6, and 9, you actually have Arabic numbers. And at the 12 o'clock, you have this really pronounced looking kind of a triangle coming down, which is just really nice. Loom on the watch is, it's kind of what you expect from a Pagani design. Not the best, but not the worst. Overall, I think this is a really nice, well done watch. I just love it. There's just something about the simplicity of that watch that just really gets my attention. And again, $103.99. So let's go ahead now and let's move on to watch number 3. All right, so here we are, watch number 3. I can't say enough good things about this watch. This is the Steeldive SD1970. This is a complete homage to the Seiko 6105, the Captain Willard. And let me tell you something, this watch, this was the first watch I ever bought on AliExpress. And this watch is absolutely incredible. You get a whole lot of watch for very little money, $60.13. So you probably are thinking, what could you possibly get for $60.13? Well, I'm going to tell you. Here are the specs on this watch right now. So you have a case size of 44 millimeter, case thickness of 14 millimeter, lug to lug of 47, and you have a sapphire crystal that is a top hat. Looks really beautiful. It is a 20 millimeter lug width. You have a 120 click unidirectional coin edge bezel that is ceramic insert and loom filled. So really awesome. You have 200 meters of water resistance, and you are powered by the Seiko NH35. So awesome watch. Comes on a stainless steel oyster style bracelet, or you can get it with the rubber strap. I think you're just better off getting it on the oyster style bracelet. It's a really pretty decent looking bracelet, stainless steel clasp. Looks nice. It's a good looking bracelet. I would go for that, but you do you. The loom on this watch, I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna stop everything. The loom is absolutely, positively, without a doubt, the best loom I have ever seen on any watch. Now, if you're a stickler for loom colors, okay, yeah, you're gonna have kind of the Swiss Luminova on the dial, but on the bezel insert, I think that's BGW9, and so it's gonna look off, but it is absolutely insane. This thing will stay lit, illuminated, I'm sorry, pretty much all night long. This thing is great. And for $60.13, you're just not going to pass up something this great, and you're just not going to find it anywhere else at this price. So you're looking to get a watch, you're looking to get an homage to a Captain Willard. This is by far the best one that you can pick up. Go check that one out. Let's move on to watch number 4. All right, watch number 4. This is the Steelflier 791 GMT. That's right. This is a GMT watch that you can get for $114.46. So you're getting a whole lot of watch here for really not a lot of money, just like pretty much all these others on this list today. Now, you'll notice it's given off some Grand Seiko vibes here, pretty much like the Grand Seiko GMT, but what are you getting for that fraction of that Grand Seiko price tag? Well, let's go over the specs and take a look. So first of all, it is a 40 millimeter case with a case thickness of 14 millimeters. The lug to lug looks between 44 and 46 millimeters. They don't really list it on the site, so kind of making some guesses there. 19 millimeter lug width, so kind of a crazy, quirky lug width, but whatever, you work with it. Sapphire crystal. You've got a sapphire crystal as always. And again, you have 200 meters of water resistance. So really, really good on that. Now you're powered by the Seiko NH34, which is their GMT movement. Now, okay, it's an office or a collar GMT, but you're getting a GMT watch, and that's a lot for very little. Now, I will say this watch, one, only comes on a leather strap, and the other thing is that this watch has absolutely, positively no loom on it at all. So take that into consideration when you're purchasing a watch like this. The things that I do like about the watch, I really like the vintage kind of a look that it has to it. The use of the numbers on the dial face itself really kind of give it a vintage look. You have a blue pointer hand. You have, the dial is only in cream color. And your choices are the brown leather or the black leather. I think the brown leather really sets off really well on that dial face. And I think overall it just looks absolutely beautiful and absolutely stunning. For a GMT watch for 114 bucks, yeah, I think you're getting a really good deal out of that one. All right, well, let's take a look at our final watch and then we'll wrap everything up. Okay, and here we are with our fifth and final watch. This is a Pagani Design again, and this one is the PD1731. This comes in at an amazing $30.92. Yes, you heard that right, $30.92. And what does it look like? Well, I'm wearing it, in fact, on my wrist right now today. I have it on a brown vintage leather strap. This is really a nice watch for $30.92, and you're getting a lot of things in this watch for not a lot of money. Now you're going to notice this is giving off also some Grand Seiko vibes, kind of like the Steelflier GMT that we were looking at earlier. So what are you getting for this $30.92, you might ask? Well, I am going to tell you now. Let's take a look. So for the $30.92, yes, I keep saying it, you're getting a 38 millimeter case with a 13 millimeter thickness. Lug to lug is 46 millimeters and the lug width is 20 millimeters. You are getting a domed sapphire crystal. That is really nice. Now, you only get 100 meters of water resistance, not too bad, but here is where we have a little bit of a change. So this is actually a quartz watch. This is a Seiko VH31. This is their Mecha quartz movement. So you will notice the sweeping motion on the hand looks similar to an automatic, but not quite like an automatic. So this does come on a stainless steel bracelet. But I was not really a fan of the stainless steel bracelet, and I swapped mine out and I put it on the leather strap that I showed you earlier. It comes in two other colors. It has this cream dial that I showed you, and it also has a green and a Tiffany blue. Now, these are all really nice, and for the price you're paying, $30.92, it's kind of a no-brainer if you're looking for something that's a little bit of a dress watch. I just think overall, great watch. It's been really wonderful having this watch and wearing it. It's just kind of like a grab and go. You can get it and dress it up and it looks really good with just about anything. So I don't think you're going to go wrong with this watch at all if you're looking for a dress watch. And yeah, I think you should really take a look at this one, check it out. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 5 watches that I think are going to be the best value on this AliExpress sale that's going on right now. So, like I mentioned, please use the links below to pick up one of these watches if you really like what you see. Now, I will tell you, I am an affiliate of AliExpress, and as such, I do receive a small commission if you use any of the links that I have provided for you below. So, do keep that in mind. Let me know what you guys think of these watches that I've picked up and put together for you in this list. And if you can think of any other watches that you might think should belong on this list, let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you see here, please consider leaving a like and subscribe for more content like this. Now, I have a review on some of the other watches that I have put in this particular video today, the Steeldive and the Pagani Design. And I've put those right over here for you to take a look at. Thanks again for watching.